Stewards, may we have the doors closed, please?
Stewards, may we have the doors closed, please?
Have the doors closed.
Welcome to Harrogate and our lab's 40th anniversary convention. It is 40 years since the formation of labs in 1976, and it is a huge milestone in the history of our association. Over recent months, we've been gathering together some memories of people that have been involved with labs over the years. We'd like to share these with you.
In 1975, our chorus was singing at the men's convention, which was held in Brighton, and we decided that we wanted to stay in a British organisation rather than to join Sweet Headlines.
I first saw a video recording of a barbershop contest which was taking place at the Royal Albert Hall, and I thought, now that's the sort of singing I want to do. I'd done a lot of a cappella work at school. There wasn't anything in my local area as far as labs was concerned, because labs hadn't even started when I started, so I decided to found my own club, and I've been there ever since.
I'd always loved Barbershop, but I didn't know ladies did it. And she said, oh well, we're having a show if you'd like to come down. So I did, and joined right away, of course.
They were holding a front row rehearsal at the beginning of the main rehearsal, and I was watching them. I was really impressed with how seriously they took it and how they wanted to get everything, all the moves right. But then I watched the rehearsal and I was just blown away.
I used to sing in school choirs, etc., and decided I wanted to try something new. So I went along to the library in the days where they didn't have internet, and they had a little box with cards in. And I rifled through the box and found Ken Meadows, who used to sing with Rainy City. His wife sang with Liberty Bells, and had a chat with her and went along and joined the Liberty Bells for a short time, and then was a founder member of the Cheshire Chord Company.
My husband and I moved from Ireland over to England at the end of some difficult years in Northern Ireland, and we were looking for hobbies or something to do to make friends.
I went to a party that Blackpool men were running, and they said ladies can't sing Barbershop.
Oh,
so I said, oh yes. So my husband, who was a member of Blackpool men, good singer, good musician, and we twisted his arm up his back and persuaded him he would be MD for Blackpool ladies. He said, I'll do it for 2 or 3 years. I think he must have done it for 15 or 16 years.
I sang with Cheshire Chord Company, and we competed in the European, and we won it. And we beat Roninger from Sweden, and it was just a magical weekend.
What year was that?
2000.
It was while I was chair. I think I was chair because I was like cheerleader. It was wonderful.
In fact, when we were on stage looking down, I can remember Kath Morton, I'll never forget this image, was on her knees in the middle of the aisle going, yes, 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 like this. And I thought, yeah, we've made it.
We've done it.
We've done it.
Yeah.
It was a fabulous
Conquered
time.
Europe.
Conquered Europe, yes.
I was awarded the Gillian de Fletch Low Award, and that was very special too. And that was something on my own up on stage. That was an incredibly proud moment.
My proudest moment has to be when I presented the silver medal to Cheshire Chord Company and the gold medal to the White Rosettes. I mean, it was incredible. And for about a week, I had the imprint of Sonny McLean's sequins on my body, where she hugged me so hard.
From the day I joined in 1992, I wanted one of these around my neck, and so getting this last year with these 3 wonderful people was just a dream come true, and I never take it off.
Actually standing on the international stage in Portland, having only joined the chorus in October, the following October they went to international, and that was my first sing out.
After some hard work by Val Gibson and Marilyn, I followed on with it, and I actually was the person that went to the meeting of the World Harmony Council and took labs into the World Harmony Council, which was momentous for me.
I would never have dreamed that when I walked through the door at Cheshire Chord Company that I would end up being the chairman of labs.
So that's been quite a journey. When I first joined Crystal Chorus and we won our first bronze medal.
I was the chairman of the music and judging committee, and my daughter's quartet, Jamboree, won the gold medal that year. So my two daughters sang bass and the baritone, and I had to present them, announce them, not present them, I had to announce them as gold medal winners. That has to be my very proudest moment.
It was wonderful, yeah.
He stood there and he read out the third and the second, and it just flashes through your mind, because we'd had a silver before, that we weren't actually even in the running for the medals this time. And he suddenly said, and the winner is the Cordettes, and we had won the gold medal. And he had to turn to me and say, you can get excited about it now. And I just suddenly, it clicked in that we'd actually won it, and I felt so proud.
Looking out at kind of an auditorium of 2,000 people, all just committed to what we do, it really suddenly, I had this really quite astonishing little wobble where I thought, oh my God, I'm the chairman of this association, and look at how big we are, and look at how much time we put in, and look at the people that are involved. And I had this, it was a real humbling moment as well as being quite a proud one, I think.
Yes. But the whole of Labs has been amazing for me. I've been proud since the first day it came.
We come from a different era of being housewives and mothers. And when I was membership secretary, I had to come to London by myself on the Underground and find Jackie's office just off the Mall. And it was a big, big thing. You know, I'd done lots of things, but not on my own. Always as a mother or as a wife. And I arrived on the steps of Jackie's office, and I conquered the world. I was so proud of myself. I'm here, I've made it. And that was the actual starting, the thing that springboarded me into everything else, was that there was a life, my life, that Barbershop has brought me, that has been, I've been quite happy being part of a group, but that was the springboard of the moment when I thought, yeah, this is Susan lives in.
Well, I could say, well, I'm a teacher, what do you do? But you don't ever do that, you're just a barbershop.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, it's just common ground for everybody.
Yes, and from a council house to a palace,
it doesn't matter.
You don't know, and you don't really care either, because it doesn't matter.
I'm part of this huge association. We've got these amazing champions, you know, and actually amazing choruses, because whether it's a gold medal winning or if it's a chorus who've never placed anywhere near the medals but just enjoy what they do, it suddenly really started to hit home for me what I was going into.
You make so many friends. You've always got somebody at the end of the telephone if you're feeling a bit down, or if you're having trouble with a piece of music. There's always somebody there you can talk to. And you really do look forward to rehearsal nights, because as well as learning some superb songs, you have a laugh, and you know, it is a social time as well.
What would have filled these years, these
What
36 years? What would we have found?
What would we have done
if we hadn't found Barbershop? And I think our conversation stopped there, because
I think it did, because I think our lives would have been lacking if we hadn't found Barbershop. Because it's such a fantastic hobby. It's taken us all to places that we maybe never thought that we would go. Brought fantastic experiences and lifelong friends.
So make the most
of
it.
it.
You found something of
to get plenty of sleep the week before, because you'll get very little over the weekend.
Don't go to bed and don't miss the afterglows.
Be like a sponge, just soak it all up, and you never ever forget your first convention.
You don't.
And take a spare pair of feet.
Don't be tempted to go to the shops. You can go to the shops at home.
Exactly what I was going to say.
Stay there and embrace the whole weekend, because you will never ever get another weekend like it. Your first is your best, and that memory will stay with you forever.
You are actually amongst 2,000 plus friends who want you to do well.
Get there early, stay up late, do as much as you possibly can, and come home, and always take the Monday off work, because you will need it to recover.
Pace yourself, because a convention weekend is absolutely exhausting. People don't realise that before they go.
In a good way.
I would say drink plenty of water. If you see a bunch of people singing, don't join them. And if you don't know the song, just say to them, I don't really know this, but I'm a baritone, and somebody will stand behind you and sing it.
I think if it's your first performance, breathe well, sing well, and keep smiling.
Relax and enjoy yourself. Don't worry about the fact that you might be up in the first two or you might be down in the last two. It's convention. It's a great thing to be doing. Get in there and just sing your little hearts out.
Whilst we gather together this weekend and with these memories fresh in our mind, let us cherish the past, celebrate the present and embrace the future of Labs.